First of all, check that the plaster's okay. You'll need to fill any large holes. If the plaster's coming away from the walls, then you'll need to remove the loose plaster and fill the holes. In a situation like this, it's a good idea to protect the bath before you start the work to avoid it getting damaged. You should then wash the walls with a strong detergent or sugar soap to remove any grease, which can affect the adhesion. This is particularly important in a kitchen where the walls may have a film of grease or oil from cooking. Finally, you should also consider painting the walls with a PVA sealer, especially on freshly plastered walls. Before you start tiling, you'll need to work out where to start. At this stage, you'll find it helpful if you make a gauge rod. This is simply a straight piece of 15mm by 25mm timber, which should be at least 2 meters long. Lay the timber on the floor and lay a line of tiles along the edge, including the spacers. Then mark off the tiles on the gauge. In most situations, you would mark the centre of the space you're tiling, but if you have a feature on the wall like this window, then you would mark the centre of the window and work from there. Hold the gauge up to the wall and mark off the tile positions into the corner. If the space in the corners is too narrow, then move the gauge so that the centre mark on the wall falls in the centre of the tile. If you're not tiling the whole wall, then you would begin on the outer edge with a whole tile. Repeat the process, marking out the tiles for the height of the space. In this situation, we're also using a line of border tiles for decorative effect on the wall. These must also be allowed for in your measuring out and marking up. Once again, if the bottom or top tile is too narrow, then adjust your starting point. You may also need to use a straight length of wood to support the tiles at the bottom to avoid the tiles slipping. Check for any hidden pipes or electricity cables with a detector. Position the baton at the base of the lowest full tile and nail it to the wall, leaving half the nail exposed for easy removal. The baton will be removed once the adhesive for the tiles it's supporting has dried.